Bonjour, Waubgeshig Rice, dem Waubgeshig Don Jaba. Hi there, my name is Waubgeshig Rice. I'm a member of the Bear Clan from Waubgeshig First Nation, and I'm honored to be reading from my collection of short stories called Midnight Sweatlodge for blackcoffeepoet.com. The excerpt I'm going to read you is from a short story called Dust. In the summer times, the waves lapped against the beach in hypnotic rhythms. It was the pulse of our community. We were about 300 strong on an island in the heart of the Great Lakes. Our reserve had been settled in the late 19th century when a town was established on the mainland, where our people had traditionally set up summer camp. We were pushed out onto this island, a solid rock with no real way off. We were left to hunt and fish limited resources and gather whatever sustenance a small, cragged, and agriculturally barren island could provide. The old ways withered and died as the town we could see across the water prospered, a logging town that thrived from pillaging the ancient trees we respected so much. In the wintertime, the water froze over, and if it froze as the wind blew, it left clouds of ice tearing up at the sky, almost like Mishapishu, the water lynx that threatened our safe solitude on the beaches of the mighty bay. Those were the most desolate times. The wind howled, and the sharp blizzards kept us locked in our humble homes. People drank. They fought. It was by far the ugliest season. But we found ways to keep life pure and wholesome. My little brother and I would go ice fishing. We'd play hockey with the other kids in various cleared-off inlets along the shoreline, anything to keep us occupied. It was a community in healing, the older generation still getting used to being stuck here. They didn't talk much about the old days or the old ways. That was beaten out of them early on. But after 3 generations, there was a bit of a spark. Our dad didn't tell us anything about being Ojibwe, but once in a while, he would lay down a little piece of ancient wisdom. He was still coming to grips with understanding it himself. His parents grew up speaking only Ojibwe. He grew up speaking Ojibwe in English, and we grew up speaking mostly English. That's how quickly our culture had been scrubbed from our community. But things were gradually turning around. You could feel it. The adults slowly moved away from drinking and partying. There were tiny pockets of people who became interested in the old ways, things they learned subconsciously as kids, but ignored and shunned because they were supposedly wrong. Instead, they cut their hair and traded in their moccasins for penny loafers. But some started growing their hair again. It wasn't a revolution or a renaissance, but the seeds were in the ground. It just needed to rain. That was an excerpt from Dust from Midnight Sweatlodge here on blackcoffeepoet.com. Jimmy Gwetch.